everybody. Welcome back. Hope you're all doing well. I'm doing well myself. So, patch 3.27 is right around the corner. This Friday, we're supposed to be getting the information to basically let us know what the league's all about, as well as all the changes they're going to do. However, the end of the announcement of the last league, they stated, I think it was Mark actually specifically stated that patch was going to be more content. This patch was going to be our typical small league and probably a whole bunch of ascendancy, talent tree, or shakeups of the gems. It's going to be a meta shakeup. It's going to be a I wouldn't say a clean slate. It never is, but it'll be a pretty barren wasteland when it comes to uh, pre known or pre built setups. So we're looking at a good possibility that we're going to see all sorts of things come out of the woodwork. And with that being said, I thought, man, I have a challenge that I've always wanted to attempt, but I thought I'd share it, see if anybody else wants to try it. I've actually talked to a couple of people, even some streamers, that actually said that they might try this. May not be a first character. I'm going to do it as a first character, but this is the Rogerz challenge. As you can see, you're looking at a wheel. Now I'm going to link all the wheels in the description below. This is a tier 1 challenge. So as you can see on that list, you got things like Ranger dash red, or you got Duelist dash blue. You have every single class with one of the 3 gem colors. You spin the wheel, you can either choose the first one you get, or you can spin until there's only one left, whatever floats your boat. And that becomes your character and the color of gem you have to use in the first lab. You have to transfigure a gem, and then you only have the 3 choices for your main skill. The character itself is also selected for you. That is just the tier 1 challenge. You can pick your own ascendancy, and you can pick one of those 3 gems. That's it. The only rule for this challenge is that you have to use the skill. You can't just get it and throw it in an offhand or put it in a single socket just to have it there. It's got to be your main skill. That's what you need to down bosses with. That's what you need to do the campaign with. Whatever the case may be, that is your skill for the game and for that character, and that is the bottom line. The goal is to at least do all pre-Uber bosses. It means you have to do T16s. You have to be able to do all regular bosses, as including things like the breach bosses, all the ones that are part of the Maven challenge things. Once you've completed all that, you get a pat on the back. I don't have the ability to give out anything for prizes, but you know you get a point in Roger's book, which is about the equivalent of maybe a cigarette or two in prison. So take it for what you will. So you got that as your tier 1 challenge. But I decided, why not go a little bit further? What if somebody kind of likes the idea of this challenge and wants to give it a go with a little bit more? So I have a second tree, or a second wheel, I should say. Wheel number 2. Now you're going to look at that and go, that looks like a bunch of levels for Super Mario Brothers. No. What that is it denotes which number gem and ascendancy going from left to right that you have to select. So a good, looking at this, say you get 1-2. That means the far left ascendancy is the one you have to choose for that character, and then 2 means you have to pick the middle gem. So you don't have any agency over any of that. All you get is to be able to do your crafting and buy your gear and do your best. Both of these challenges is softcore trade because I've added another one. Challenge number 3, tier 3, doesn't require a wheel. It just adds solo self found. I'm sorry, it just adds hardcore to the game. So you got to play it in hardcore. And I thought about solo self found, and I thought of that as an option as a difficulty. And I thought, you know what? How about I add pluses to all of the challenges? So tier 1 plus, tier 2 plus, and tier 3 plus. If you decided you wanted to go with one of the pluses, you get to roll this wheel. Oh, it's like one of those choose your own adventure books in wheel form. So this you get to roll, and you have to do whatever it states. They're very obvious, except for maybe the first one. No jewels. You have to always have 10 points unallocated, or you can't use the crafting bench, or you can't use a filter. That's not even necessarily a difficulty thing. It's just a pain in the ass. It might be frustrating. Uh, 2 missing flasks means you can only have 3 flasks total. Solo self found is one of the options. You could get that. And then the number 1, which is my favorite of these, your first unique has to be a part of your build. Now you can modify it, you can corrupt it, you can do whatever, but if it bricks, you have to purchase a new one. You have to always use that unique. So you could get really lucky and get something really nice or something useful, or at least something that can be, you know, it might be a hindrance, but it's not going to kill your build. Or you could get something amazing, like could be a headhunter. Who knows? Or you could get that helm that has something to do with light radius. I can't remember the helm name, but you could get something really bad like that and have to make it work. At that point, you're probably hoping for some good corruption or something on it. But that's your options. You have this to add to any of the tiers that you might choose. I personally am going to do the Rogerz Challenge Tier 1. And for this, I'm actually going to go with the first selection. And then, yeah, that'll be the end of the video. If you have any questions, pop it down in the comments below. If you like the idea, wonderful. I want to hear it from anybody that wants to give this a shot. It's pretty interesting. I think it'd be pretty fun to see a lot of people doing this. So let's go ahead and roll this and see what I'm going to be starting 3.27 with. I have a feeling this might not be that difficult for me. I've never played a Marauder, but I'm pretty sure Marauder and a red gem is. Now we gotta hope that the red gem that I get in the lab is okay. We'll see. But there you go. I'm gonna be a Marauder, and I'm gonna try a red transcendent or transfigured gem in my first lab. Hopefully, we make it work, and I will continue to stream over on Twitch. I've done some Torchlight content. Go check it out, and I'll be doing a lot of 3.27. I'll see y'all there. Take care.